Hey, good morning, guys. Bryce over here, product specialist for Subaru. Been working for them for quite some time, and I always like to film little content videos, review videos. So if there's anything in particular y'all want to see or any features you want me to go over, let me know, and I'll make a custom video for you guys. Just put a comment and subscribe down there, and I'll help you out. So what I'm doing today is this is the 2026 Subaru Outback. Now this particular trim level is the Touring XT package. So this is going to be just about everything that you can add into a new Subaru. And the XT just means that it's going to have a 2.4 liter boxer engine with a turbocharger on it. And I'll show you that here in a second. So I tell you what, let's start with the outside and let's just go ahead and pop the hood. So this is the 2.4 boxer engine. Keep in mind, it hasn't been cleaned up yet. It hasn't gone through our detail department. It just got dropped off. But you'll have your intercooler up here for your turbocharge, so everything can stay nice and cool and get some air pumped in there. Oil filters on top, which is really awesome. This is where you're going to put your oil in at, your dipstick, windshield fluid. Those are the big things that you need to look for down here. But now, the entry and exit on the vehicles are going to be the same that you've been used to for Subaru for quite some time. But in case you didn't know, all you got to do is hit these little ridges right up here. It'll lock your door. And since this is the Touring, the mirrors will actually fold in whenever it's locked. Now, that's a setting you can turn off if you don't want it. And then all you got to do is stick your hand in, unlocks the car for you. So now this interior is going to be our black leather, so it's really high grade quality leather. It's really nice. And if you see the bolsters here, they've put some really fun designs on it. It's just the new interior on this Outback. I think it's probably the best thing they've done in a really long time. It's cleaned up in here. You still get the large touchscreen, still get physical buttons. So I tell you what, let me go hop in the driver's side and kind of show you a little bit about it. Now that we're over here on the driver's side, you'll have your programmable seat settings. This is where you're going to do all your mirror, your windows, all that fun stuff. You do have powered seating on both sides. And then a really fun thing that I do enjoy about the limited and touring levels is you get this seat extender here. It may seem silly, but it really does take the weight off of your legs. So those really long commutes, sitting in traffic, it just really does help reduce driver fatigue. So really fun thing here. Now, as you can see, this is completely revamped for the 26 year. We've got a 12-inch screen over here. We've got an even larger digital display cluster over here. And what I would love to do is I'm going to show y'all here shortly everything about this infotainment system, how it works. You got your instrument clusters down here. So I tell you what, let's just start with the screen up here. Now, you may be a little familiar with this, so it looks very similar to how some of the newer Toyotas are going to work. So you're going to have your home screen here. This one does have your built-in navigation. So this was actually a subscription service that you can sign up with. It allows you to get into the self-driving mode and the lane assist, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit further. But this does have our 3x3 system on here. It's a really cool grid system. It can find your campsites for you whenever you're out in those national parks. So it is a satellite-based GPS. So I always like to just tell people, hit the home button, and you can go through here. You can click on your radio, your recent calls. My phone's not paired, but I did set up a profile. You got your wireless Apple and Android CarPlay. You can just hit the music here. Pretty self-explanatory what all this stuff is going to do. You can go into all your advanced settings for your driving safety, your display, all of that fun stuff. And then down here, you can set up driver profiles. Now, this is important if you want to use the self-driving feature on this vehicle. You need to set up a profile, and I'll kind of explain why. So what happens is every time you start one of these vehicles up, there's going to be some lights up here that are going to light whenever you turn it on, letting you know that, hey, driving assistance is, or hands-free driving is available, it's engaged, but you need to make sure you have this profile set up first for your driver. In fact, let me turn it off real quick and show you what's going to happen. So this is a part of our eyesight system up here. If you have any questions about what the different color lights mean, again, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll make another video and explain that. But you see how it just went, and you see the blue on the outside? Those blue lights means that it's on, it's available for you. And then I'll kind of get into some driving stuff here in a little bit, show you how we're going to turn that on. But still back over here on the display, down here is going to be your temperature controls, which are fantastic. So you've got your heated, cooled seats here, really fantastic, very easy to use. I absolutely love this new cluster here. Wireless charging pad for your phone, so just toss your phone right up here and everything works. Brings you right down to a linear cup holder slot down here. Auto vehicle start stop, very easy to turn off. This is going to be your 360 camera view. Pop that in right there. And then you can either hit the buttons up here, or you can keep hitting this to filter through the different settings. This is my favorite setting because you get the bird eye view, your left and right lateral limits here. But again, just play around with what feature you think is the most important for you. And then auto vehicle hold. So you'll see where this pops up here, letting you know that it's engaged, it's not turned on. If you're unfamiliar with auto vehicle hold is whenever you come to a complete stop, you can let your foot completely off the brake and the vehicle will stay in place. And then all you have to do is press the gas and it takes right off. Now, this does need to be engaged for a couple of other things to happen, kind of like your self-driving assistance stuff. I'll kind of get into that if you guys want me to. But again, this is just a brief overview. You want some more specifics, just let me know. And then carrying on down here, electric parking brake. Got your cigarette lighter here. No CD player anymore. That was a standard thing in tourings for a while. A lot of people are getting away from those, but, I'm sure it's still an accessory somewhere that we can get. Over here, you're going to have your brightness dimming switch. This is going to be your button you can push and hold for your rear tail liftgate. Heated steering wheel. Up here, some really cool features. You've got your Starlink security system here. You've got your concierge service here. Now this thing right here is actually really cool. So you've got your standard rear view mirror like you would expect, but let's say you're towing a trailer. Let's say you've got stuff stacked up in the back here. Let's just say you've got a graphic on the back for your business and you can't see out your rear window. Well, don't worry, we got you covered. So it's actually another video camera in the rear back there that will allow you to see a lot clearer at night. You can adjust the settings here on how you want this camera to be positioned. And then also you've got your built-in garage door here. Now, coming back over to your driving center here, I'm going to get started with the windshield wipers because the coolest part about it is, yeah, okay, cool, great. You get this. You can push and hold this, and it's going to squirt off the back camera back there. You can kind of see it doing it there. So you can clean off your rear camera now just by holding that down. This is going to be your rear windshield wiper in the back. It's going to be going. And then, but what's really awesome about the Touring is you see this right here? Auto. It's got rain sensing wipers now. So all you got to do is set which speed selection you want, push it down once, the windshield wipers will go, letting you know that the rain sensing wipers have now been engaged. So that's as easy as that is. Now, if we look over here on the other side of the steering wheel, you're going to have your automatic headlights, automatic fog lights. That's how I like to roll. But figure out if you want your fog lights to come on automatically. You get your high beam assist, so every time it sees another car, it'll turn them off for you. So that's going to be standard with our eyesight system up here. Now, whenever we come down here to our clusters, nothing's really changed. You can fast forward, skip songs, change your radio station, reset your trip odometer down here. This is going to be your voice assistant, hang up, answer calls, voice. But now what's really cool is an extra button right here. So with this being a digital display cluster up here, you're actually able to go through a couple different screens. Now, this is probably my favorite screen to actually look at because you can see it actually has the navigation built here. It still shows your speedometer. This is going to be your driving assistance technology with your eyesight and self-driving capability. We'll go over that here in a little bit if you guys want. But what's really cool is this over here is this is just going to make it a lot easier, so you don't have to keep looking down over here. Am I going the right way? It's just a lot easier to just glance down. So it's just, that's one setting. Again, and that's just pushing this button here. This is going to be your, again, driving assistance a screen here. So if you want to see the self-driving stuff a little bit easier, this is the screen I'd probably recommend being on, because once you're on the highway, a couple of things will pop up here that'll light up blue, letting you know that it's available. If you guys want to see what that looks like in action, again, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll film a video for it. This is your driver-free distraction mode, so it's very clean, pleasing, so you don't have a lot going on here. It's just giving you your basic information and your driving assistance, and then we're back at the main screen here with your traditional tachometers. So really, really cool. Now, let me show you what the rear has in store for us. Now in the rear, you're still going to have your heated seats in the rear. There's not going to be any ventilation, but you see they still keep up with this really awesome design in the bolster. I just think it looks really, really great. You're going to have your 2 rear AC vents. You can't control the flow of air temperature back here, but you can control how much force is coming back here. And then this is how you're going to heat your seats, AC ports, whatever it may be. Really easy. If you've got little kids, look, see how easy that is? Strap your car seat in. It just looks really great. Now in the rear back here, you've got the same design that goes on the bolsters of the seats as you do up front, which looks really great, like I just mentioned. But this tab up here, whenever you pull this, this is going to allow you to lower your seat and get the 60-40 split. This is really awesome because all of this plastic rear seat back protectors in the rear cargo trunk tray, this is actually going to come out. You could hose it off, clean it down, whatever it may be. So really, really awesome in the rear. Now let me show you what kind of cargo space we're working with. Now with the 26 Outbacks, no matter what trim level you get, you don't get a hands-free assist rear liftgate. You do get a powered rear liftgate, which is nice. But yeah, this was one thing we recently learned that's no longer available. And then another big change they're doing back here, and I actually really like this design change. They got rid of your traditional tonneau cargo covers where you just pull it out. You've got this thing here. It can be used for a couple different options. Right now, this is just your typical tonneau cover. You've got these little magnets back here, and you can kind of throw some stuff down underneath here. And then as you can see here, you can do it as a couple different things: tonneau cover, hammock, partition to separate your animals, prevent them from jumping out. You can use it as a rear step cover, so if y'all are chilling back here, hanging out on the back at the beach, whatever it may be. Yeah, look, pretty cool. Really awesome technology. So again, this is my 10,000 foot review of a 2026 Touring XT. If y'all have got any other questions,